Roman Reigns is back. But what does that mean for Jey Uso? Is he a heel now with Roman Reigns? Are they both baby faces? Is the bloodline back together? Only one way to find out. Let's talk wrestling. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Danny Man Talks Wrestling with me, your host, Danny Man. You know the drill. Make sure to hit that button to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Come and follow me. I'm trying to post every day, so come and be a part of this journey with me. All right, Monday Night Raw. Uh, we know it's better than Friday Night SmackDown. We've established that. But honestly, after today's episode, not by a lot. Some of the major storylines that went on today. So, show kicks off with Rhea Ripley coming out to the ring, calling out Asuka after being misted last Monday night. Asuka does not come out right away. Io is actually the one that comes out to talk to Rhea, tells her that Asuka's her family and to please just let it go. She'll talk to Asuka about this. Of course, it doesn't all end there. Eventually, Asuka and Kairi do come out and attack Rhea Ripley as Io is walking away. Io turns back, of course, to help Rhea. Then she gets misted by Asuka. Basically, the Kabuki warriors, who she called her family, have turned their back on Io Sky. I'm not convinced that it's a two-person deal though. Throughout the night, you had these interactions with Io and Rhea and Io and Kairi. Kairi just seems to want everyone, trying to play the peacemaker, really. Yeah, we got confirmed also that we have Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Kairi Sane and Asuka at Crown Jewel in Australia, which I think we all saw coming. I definitely did if you saw my predictions video. I mean, that match is going to be awesome. We don't need that much of a build just because the wrestling is going to be awesome, right? Like all four of these girls can go. And I'm here for it. Yeah, let's do this match. After this, we had Dominic Mysterio go up against Rusev. He was on his own, right? Basically, the Judgment Day is like, hey, you got this on your own. We're out of here. And, of course, there was some shenanigans. He tried to do the whole, Eddie Guerrero belt throw thing. And the referee didn't buy it. But then he did eventually low blow Rusev and roll him up into a pin. And Dominic did get the win. By himself, right? No help. I thought that he would at least get some help from the Americanos, but he did not. Yeah, I mean, solid match, fun match. I love anytime Dominic's in the ring. I love seeing how he's going to get out of this one, and he always does. Honestly, after this, though, the night just kind of went south. Some of the more memorable moments about today, we had the Americanos against AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. Apparently, Dragon Lee is now the number one contender for the AAA Mega Campeonato. So it'll be him and Dominic at some point. Maybe another Worlds Collide. I'm not sure. I mean, this was a cool match too. We saw the Americanos for the first time in the ring. Underwhelming match, really. Before the match, AJ Styles did talk about his upcoming match with John Cena, which is obviously going to be great. So he mentioned that. He talked about how the crowd made that happen and thanked everyone for making that happen. Yeah, during this match, though, El Grande Americano, of course, gets involved a little bit. Eventually, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee do end up getting the win against the Americanos, which I'm not a fan of, right? Like, you're introducing this new faction of the Americanos against this tag team that has never tag teamed before. Like, just have the Americanos win. Like, it's no big deal. But they didn't. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee win. Win clean, too. Okay. Later on in the night, we also get Seth Rollins coming out to give his little speech about how he's going to be Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel and he's the future of wrestling. And Cody Rhodes is the president of wrestling, but in order for his vision to take place, he needs to be the future of wrestling, blah, 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 blah. And Cody Rhodes comes out, interrupts him, tells him he doesn't even know what's going on in his own faction. He's like, if you're the one that calls your shot, then you call that shot for Paul Heyman to come out with Brock Lesnar. And you can see like that really upset Roman. I feel like this is kind of heading somewhere. Maybe it'll be Brock Lesnar against Seth Rollins, and Paul Heyman will take Seth Rollins aside, kind of to establish that faction. I feel like this faction needs one more person because Becky Lynch is kind of a part of it, I guess. But we need another male. wrestler as part of this faction. I don't know. Leave in the comments whoever you think that should be. At some point in the night, we also get Bailey against Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel gets the win, and then both Raquel and Roxanne, start beating up on Bailey. Lyra's not at ringside because when she earlier in the night, she had actually like right before this match, she had a moment backstage with Bailey. Bailey's like, "I need you by my side." Lyra's like, "Dude, you've done this to me before. You've gaslit me enough already. Like, fool me once, fool me twice kind of thing." So she didn't come out with her at ringside. But then once Bailey starts getting beaten up, Lyra does come out to get the save. She's a little hesitant, but she does come out to get the save. Bailey actually embraces her this time. She still calls her an idiot because that's the best Bailey. So she calls her an idiot, but she's like, "You idiot, we did it, you idiot," and then like kind of tries to high five her and everything. I feel like this Bailey character is going to just be something down the middle, something that's like, "I'm not a hugger, but you're still an idiot." And I like it. I like that kind of like, I don't know, just a person that isn't like super babyface, super hero. She's just like, "I'm an a-hole, but you love me anyway," and that's 100% what we're gonna do. We're gonna love that character. And before we get to the main event, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot that like really stuck out tonight. Like we had LA Knight against Kofi Kingston, which was an okay match, but like why? Okay. He also like basically told I forget who the GM is of this one. Basically told him though, put me on the list for the world championship. So I guess he's on this list. I don't know. But he did beat Kofi Kingston. No Grayson Waller with the New Day today though, which is interesting. Other than that, I don't know if there was much more that I would say like really stuck out. No CM Punk on this one again. We need CM Punk on our TV. Yeah, I mean, we had this whole weird thing before the match with Jimmy and Jay, where Jimmy confronts him again, like, "Hey, you left LA Knight out there the other day, blah 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 blah. You're really changing on me, man. Basically, like, you're not who you used to be, man. What's up?" Jay's like, "Hey, look, man, you gotta look out for yourself. I'm looking out for myself." Like, basically the same thing we've been seeing for the last couple weeks. Before the main event, which surprise, it's Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed versus Jay and Jimmy Uso. Which this is why WrestlePalooza sucked, because you gave us this match. It wasn't the main event, but you gave us this match that we were like, oh, we had to pretend like we were looking forward to it. And then you give us the exact same match 2 weeks later on Raw. Okay, so it's Braun and Braun against the Usos again. Braun and Braun kind of destroy the Usos. Um, And then at some point, towards the end of the match, as they're like just beating on Jey Uso, clean by the way, right? Like this is a no disqualification match, but like as far as I can remember, there weren't really like weapons throughout the match. Like I think they like threw him on the announcers table and all that jazz. They were beating him clean, and then Roman Reigns comes out to make the save. So really, I don't know. There wasn't a lot of justification for like, oh, I'm coming out to save my cousin. I mean, I guess it's his cousin, but they were losing clean, and Jay was getting whooped. Roman Reigns is back, everyone. Roman Reigns is back. He makes the save. At some point, I think Braun Breaker gets like thrown out the ring. It's just him and Bronson Reed. Um, starts beating everybody with the chair, man. This guy starts beating everyone with the chair. Throws Braun Breaker back in the ring. They do the two Usos do the simultaneous, Uso splash at the same time on Braun Breaker. Then Jay gets the pin, 1, 2, 3. Then Roman comes in and keeps beating on Braun Breaker. He just keeps whooping on him. Again, they're the baby faces. And then he embraces Jay and he's like, telling him like, "No, this is about you, man. Like this is what we need to do. This is the kind of thing we need to do to be on top." Meanwhile, like Jimmy's in the background, just like not pleased about his cousin being back and putting all these thoughts in his brother's head. Um, which is really interesting. I don't know where they're gonna go with this. I do feel like eventually Jimmy's gonna turn heel. Maybe he can't turn heel on his brother because they already had that match. We already had that match at WrestleMania 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago or last year? I don't remember. 2 years ago. We had that match at WrestleMania 2 years ago already, and it wasn't great. And we don't need to see it again. So I don't know where they're gonna go with this, but I'm intrigued. Also, wrestling's always better when Roman Reigns is back. Wrestling's also better when CM Punk is back. So get to it, WWE. Listen, I've had my criticisms about Friday Night SmackDown, so I think it's only fair that I criticize Monday Night Raw as well. Monday Night Raw was fine today. Like, it wasn't anything, oh my God. Roman Reigns coming back 100% saved it. It 100% saved everything. But I don't know. I don't know, WWE. We need to figure something out. And I get it. This period's a little bit of a dead period. That crown jewel being the crown jewel, like PLE being champion versus champion, kind of like just brings everything to a halt, and it shows. It really shows. And then after that, we have War Games. So like all of those like one-on-one storylines just kind of take a back seat for a second. And you really feel it. You really feel it. So I don't know. We need to figure that out. Anyway, it was a fun show. It was that like second hour really dragged for me. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments. I mean, I enjoyed it. Tribal Chief is back. OTC. Acknowledge him. Anyway, that was Monday Night Raw. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think. Oh, is Jay Uso gonna turn heel? I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. Peace.